TIR has been life-changing for me. I was really stuck and I didn't know why. I was stuck in my career, in my health, in my relationships. I just couldn't figure out why. And then by doing thinking into results, I realized that it was because I really needed to turn my thinking into actions to get the results that I wanted.
TIR helped me. I've always worked in state schools for the last 34 years. So one of the things that I needed to do, move into a non-for-profit business, I actually needed a business model and to be working with people in business. So that provided a framework outside of something I was used to in terms of leadership courses that I've done before. It also provided me with networks outside of education where I questions leadership, changes the focus. The one-on-one coaching was invaluable too on different times on the weekend. The lessons from Bob were really good. It was actually the conversations outside that were really beneficial to me. I think one of the things that you did is you took some time to get to know me, you got to know our circumstances, make me self-reflect, but also provide a little bit of insight. Probably I just needed reassurance around at the time, and sometimes you start to doubt yourself around certain things that are happening. So just another set of eyes was really great around that business, and just those one-on-one conversations, but then also recognising that it wasn't just our business, it was every business that was having similar issues, particularly post-COVID. So many businesses needed to restructure, refocus, change, and I think at different times I thought it was only our business that really needed to, who was struggling with that, learn from others. There were so many.
What did I enjoy most about coaching and being coached by Gordo? Well, to think of only one thing is really hard, but I think for me, as someone who's done a lot of leadership courses and have been in CEO networking groups before, never felt like I connected with somebody like I did with Gordo, and in fact the other people on the course as well. And I think it was because Gordo takes the time to know you, what's happening in your life and your career, and works with you individually to be able to progress in your life and career. What did I think about working with people from other industries? I actually really enjoyed it. As a CEO of a not-for-profit, when you work with other CEOs and other not-for-profits, you tend to talk about the same things. But I found this really eye-opening. It made me realise that it's not just our industry that has these issues. People are going through the same things in different industries as well. And I really enjoyed learning about the education system and different roles that people have and seeing them progress in their careers as well.
Yeah, it was fantastic because we can be very insular in education. So it was great to meet people who would set up their own businesses, who are running large corporations, all of which were part of Gordo's team. And it was just a few things that some of those people actually were able to say, as well as Gordo mentioning things to me. It was actually those things. And one of the things Stacey actually mentioned, who's right next to me at the moment. One time she said, Pat, as hard as my job is, I'm not I'm so glad that I'm not leading a member-based organisation. And I remember that really fondly because I thought, wow, okay, and there's someone else on the group who actually understands this.
Definitely, definitely. Is TIR a good investment? I would have to say definitely. I think it's been worth every cent that we have invested in it. The results for me personally and professional have been phenomenal.
I'd say, Sean, it's always about what you put in. So some people might maybe question whether they got the investment, and even a couple of times was I fully engaged. Had I done all the reading, hadn't fully read, I probably didn't get as much out of it as I should have. So I think one of the things that I loved here is that the amount of times you can keep doing it, because the second time I went round, I went, wow, I didn't pick that up the first time. So that was something new to me that I'd never done in a course before, and it was something that was unique.
How did TIR with Gordo different from other programs? I think for me, Pat, it was that Gordo really personalises it. Even though we're all doing the same content, you apply it to you, and then I think it's the time that Gordo would give us through, whether it was the lesson or outside of the lesson. Call him anytime, catch him on a Thursday, do the Tuesday night class. Always felt supported by Gordo, and if anything was happening in my life, I know I could give him a call, have a coffee, have a chat, and we would talk through it and move forward.
So you got to actually go back to your work environment, whereas so many courses are 1 day, 2 days, all in a row, and you walk out of the room and you then go, right, will I apply this? What will I apply? Whereas you actually got to apply things over a period of time, over the period of the 12 weeks. Really, it's over the 24 weeks of the course so that you can bring practical experience from what's happened that week. And I think one of the things that, it's a really good thing that Gordo does around your coaching from what's happened for you this week. What's happened for you this week, Stacey? And so we're starting from that each week. Then you can apply those things.